All right, nowadays, pretty much in the US, it's either Samsung or Apple when we talk about cell phones, especially flagship cell phones that most people in the US want to purchase. Again, this is only my opinion, but today I'm going to show you guys something that most people are not talking about, and it's definitely a flagship device that I think could definitely be a substitution if you're sick with Samsung and Apple. And that's the Motorola Edge Plus 2023. This phone was released May 19th, 2023. It is 6.7 inches screen display, and it's 24 by 1080p. That's the screen size, and the resolution is actually 165 hertz. It's definitely a fast screen, much faster than, say, the Samsung or an iPhone 14 Pro. I think personally, this phone could be more compared to the S23 line, maybe not the S23 Ultra, but pretty cool thing about this is that it does shoot 8K at 30 frames per second, just like the S23 Ultra does, as well as the S23s. So the hardware or the processor in here is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. So it is the most up-to-date and fastest processor in there. And it has 512 gigabytes of onboard storage, and it's the fast type of storage. It has a big battery. It's 51 megahertz, and it is running Android 13, and it's supposed to get, I think, a few updates through Motorola. Now, the one big pet peeve with Motorola is they're pretty slow on updating the iOS and giving security patches, where this one's on the July 1st security patch of Android 13. So the cameras itself, you're having, I believe, a 12 megapixel camera in here. It is a triple camera setup, just like most phones are. The big thing is the main camera is a 50 megapixel camera, and surprisingly, the selfie camera itself, it's a 60 megapixel camera. So big thing with this is that the phone is very thin. The edge line, again, they call it the Edge because it has this like curved screen glass. The back of it has it's almost like a sand, it looks like a sand-like smooth feeling. I thought at first it was plastic, but it's definitely glass. It's all Corning Gorilla Glass. It's 5G. It has NFC. It has wireless charging, and it's pretty fast charging as well. This phone retails on Motorola's website for $799, but most of the time on good deals you can get it under $700. So this is definitely a flagship device at a mid-range price, and it's an option I think people should look into if they're looking for something different than the iPhone or Samsung phone at this moment. And the better thing about this is that you can pick it up in the US, like a big box store, Best Buy, or even on Motorola's website, and it's an unlocked phone, and it's, I think, well worth the price, as well as you're not really sacrificing too much on this if you're looking for a really decent Android phone. And camera quality wise is fairly good on this, and you're really not hitting the pocketbook too hard when you're purchasing this. So again, I appreciate you guys listening to me, and if you liked this content, please tell YouTube you liked it by a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.